This is a run where I ran the Elsa loop versus Rock Titan. In this run, I use Olaf, primarily providing the buff extension with his first special. Elsa, T9 with Delta on her basic and Show Yourself for damage. Caterpillar and Windy for the loop engine, and Triton for his leadership and ability to call adjacent on his second special. Getting Triton to tier 9 and deltaing his second special is not a must, but it makes setting up the loop much more consistent so fewer restarts are needed. I start the fight off with Windy's second special calling Caterpillar to attack. This is to ensure that we can get him empowered right after Rock's first turn, then it is all basics until Elsa. I do her first special to empower her a little faster. Then I finish up with basics from Windy and Olaf before Rock takes his turn. I am in luck. Rock does enough to charge the cauldron on the first swing. This is optimal. However, Elsa takes the big hit. This isn't horrible though, since she will go into her stasis mode and not die. If another character bites it like that, not as easy to move on. Now that Cauldron is charged, I drop it behind Windy. This is Cauldron Prime. All clones have to come from this one. With her near Triton, he will use his second special to call it Windy and Caterpillar attack. This will empower Caterpillar and heal him. Next up is Elsa, and from here it's basics until she is empowered. Then we will use Caterpillar's second special on Cauldron, hoping for evade, so when Windy clones it, it'll have evade as well. We didn't get it, but that is okay for now. The Windy clones the Cauldron, and we are in luck it is near Triton. He will do a second special again, this time calling both Cauldrons. Then I use Olaf's second special. This one I rarely use unless he has taken a hit. It had a chance of giving him evade, which can save him from getting killed. After that, it's just basics with Caterpillar, since his second special hasn't charged yet. Triton is up next in his usual second special. Then Olaf I have used his basic attack. I'm nearing a point of being able to start the loop, but I need Elsa to empower, so I need to hit Triton to go off again. Windy clones the Cauldron, making 3 of those out. Then Caterpillar does his second special. Now we are in business. We have out evades this time, which means I can likely make it through another round of Titan attacks with a little luck. Triton's second special, then the basic from Caterpillar and Olaf. Windy will then clone another Cauldron, and because the original had evade, the new one will as well. Rock's second hit takes out one of the Cauldrons, but is okay because it's just a clone. Then Windy takes some hard hits, but is still up. We're immediately going to have Triton cleanse, which will help keep Windy up. Now Windy can start replacing Cauldrons. Elsa just does her basic, getting closer to empowered. Caterpillar does his second special to give turn meter and more buffs. Olaf then does his first special to Elsa so that she can start getting buffs stacked. Triton, as usual, second special. Then Caterpillar does his basic as his second special isn't charged, and I want to make sure that I can get to Elsa so that she can empower. Now Elsa is empowered. I can change target to use her empowered basic on the head that we haven't been hitting to avoid empower. And now we can start the loop once back to Caterpillar. The loop itself is Windy's second special, calling the primary Cauldron and all of its clones to grant turn meter and magic. Then Caterpillar's second special adds buffs and turn meter as well. Olaf then just does his first special on Elsa to start extending buffs on her and applying continuous healing. Only these 3 front row characters are in the loop, so until I'm ready to start dealing damage, the back row is done. I'm going to let it play for a few more seconds here, and you can sort of see how loops it works and how the buffs are applied. At one point I do Olaf's first special on Windy, because she's in the loop. I can get her healed back up to full before I'm ready to end the loop and start doing damage. So hopefully that'll help with the setup. Next we'll move on and I'll show how that you start applying the damage once you're done building up your buffs on Elsa. Here we are. I've built 230 stacks of buffs on Elsa, and I'd like to build another Cauldron out just so we can make sure there's no more turn meter given before I go off. I start with the Show Yourself, and then we'll start doing basic attacks You want to try to balance the damage among the heads. That way your show yourselves can take down each head equally. And you're also going to be watching the turn meter of the boss as you're building it up. Ideally, you would love to get him dead before either of them get to the point where they're going to be able to do their instant kill. That's why you'll notice I'm moving my targeting back and forth with that basic, trying to keep those heads as balanced as they can. And the reason I'm getting so many turns in a row with Elsa are those continuous healings mixed with Titan's leadership. Those continuous healings give me turn meter that goes really, really fast, so I'll have several hits between each show yourself that I can do and between each time the Titan can attack. The hits you're seeing by my other characters are mainly just them getting retaliates from the buffs that they have from Caterpillar. So I basically get each side down as much as I can. You're about to see show yourself is available again. I'll do it and take both down to where most are dead. Each hit's taking about a bubble of health. So I know sort of that I can probably get the right head down with 2 hits and the left head down with 1. So I'm able to avoid an instant kill on either side. This was with a slightly damaged Titan and basically 230 buffs, and I was able to avoid an instant kill. You can go lower if you want to take the chance of getting the insta kill on one of your other characters that isn't Elsa. But if you stay lower and Elsa takes one of the first 2 instant kills, then you're more likely to end up with a run you're going to have to forfeit and try again. Hopefully this will help. Thanks.